go for bio play. But 2 gases this early, I would think, okay, so yeah, there it is. There's a factory. So Hellions are kind of what you do in TVZ. He's probably going to open up Hellions, maybe even Banshees, because he got these 2 gases very, very quickly. But Golden's reaction at this point, just making drones. He went for the 4 Queen build. A little bit about the 4 Queen build is it gives you defense against Banshees. It also allows you to get a lot of creep on the map. Creep spread super, super important in Zerg versus Terran. This is exactly what we're seeing here from Golden. Immediately starts his creep spread. Very well done so far from the Korean Zerg player. And QXC, 3rd expansion is done. What's he making at this point? Just making Marines. Factory's about to finish as well. He is in fact getting a reactor as well onto his barracks. So 100% sure this is going to be a standard Hellion opening coming out from QXC. And there's a starport. So Banshees. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. He's probably going to follow it with Banshees unless he wants to make me look like a fool and just get his medevacs on the map and just not even go for Banshees. Link going to try to scout. Sees 4 Marines. Not too much that Golden has scouted so far. If I just look strictly at his vision, he just... Okay, so he should assume there's an expansion. But he has no idea there's that very, very quick 3rd orbital command already out from QXC. Units tab, we see 43 drones for the Zerg. We see 38 SCVs for QXC. Both players relatively even in supply. 56 supply for QXC, 61 from Golden. Creep spread still being spread right now from Golden. And I feel like Golden is just, he's going to be defensive, or he's going to be able to defend against any incoming pressure from QXC for a little bit of time. I mean, his speed is about halfway completed. He's getting a Baneling Nest. His lair is a lot earlier this game than it was in the previous game. Last game he got it at like 10 minutes. But Infestors, I don't think Golden's going to play Infestors in this game again, because he went for very quick 3 and 4 gases. He has a 3rd up. That's very good from Golden, so he's going to have a little bit of an economic footing ahead of QXC until QXC goes ahead and takes that 3rd expansion. But I have a feeling this is going to be Mutiling Baneling again, and this is good because this map, relatively large, you can do some pretty good harassment into the main, into the natural. But QXC, if he scouts this out very quickly, he might just make a bunch of barracks. In fact, QXC just making barracks without even scouting it. 5 additional racks on its way right now for Complexity's QXC. Okay, so Golden's going to go Infestors. There's the Infestation Pit on its way, and this is a much it's a good option from Golden, because he's going to give himself the ability to tech to hive very, very quickly. Meanwhile, QXC just sending a Banshee here towards the 3rd expansion. Doesn't really get too many kills, only 2 kills on the Banshee for QXC. Getting siege mode, getting stim. His barracks are almost completed. Getting an armory as well, so everything looking very good from QXC, and the 3rd command center going to go ahead and float it over, and Golden's going to scout it because he's going to see it, and he should be able to react. He can either double expand, he can just be aggressive, or he can just let it be and just make more units. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what Golden does, but yeah, he scouts this. He sees the command center, so nothing out of the ordinary at all here from Golden. Supply blocked 104 out of 102, not a big deal. Just going to go ahead and produce additional overlords, please, Golden. But harvester count, 67 drones for Golden, 62 SCVs from QXC. QXC's composition mainly looking to be bio. A bunch more reactors being added. Upgrades wise, 1-0 for QXC, 1-1 for the links of Golden. And he doesn't really have a lot of units on the map. QXC only has 7 Marines and 2 tanks, and this is such huge damage being done by Golden. He might even force his command center to lift up, and that would be huge if QXC actually lifts up the command center, or might even just lose the command center. QXC almost loses the command center. Link's doing a lot of damage into the 3rd expansion, and this is the thing with QXC's build. If you're going to go for this very quick 3 command center build, you're not going to have a lot of units, and this is exactly what he's paying for. I mean, he did add on like 6-7 additional barracks back home with a bunch of reactors, so he's going to be able to pump out like 50 Marines at a time. But at the same time, Golden scouted it, and he's just going to put on the aggression. 7 Infestors behind this, getting Burrow, getting his hive, super quick hive coming out from Golden, so this is probably going to be very, very quick Broodlords from the Zerg player. And he's even taking another expansion. So 100% sure he absolutely knows what strategy he wants to do on this map, and this is exactly what we're seeing Golden do. Man, that command center actually just almost died. It would have been crazy if the command center died. But anyway, QXC mixing in some tanks in his composition. Nicely done there by the Terran player. Getting his additional upgrades. Should be 2-2. Yeah, it's going to be 2-2 for QXC. Getting another factory. Where's the factory? Okay, so, 2 factories. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to transition into mech, but interesting decision to go ahead and get double factory. Maybe just double producing siege tanks. But Golden, I mean, harvester count, 65 drones for Golden, 65 for SCV, for QXC, so he's not playing an extremely economical game, playing a little bit low econ, more aggression, which is what we're seeing from Golden. But he's going to be on 4 base here very quickly, and QXC going to scout this out, sending the medevac, trying to drop the 3rd, actually going to spot the 4th, but I guess QXC is just not going to attack into it. But spores are going to be in position. This is so smart by Golden. Oh my god, so many players just do not do this enough in the TVZ matchup. Just get some spines, get some spores. You're going to be good, man. You're going to be good against Marines or medevac drops. That's all you have to do. Just get them in key and good locations. But QXC might just go for a push, and he does have a supply advantage. 166 compared to the 146 of Golden. Golden's Greater Spire is almost completed. Getting some Corruptors. Again, this is mimicking a little bit of the previous game. He wants to buy himself as much time to get Broodlords. And this is kind of the style I think we're going to be seeing in all the games from Golden. He just gets some units, plays a little bit defensive, you know, sends some Lings into the 3rd, do some damage to the economy of his opponent, then just techs, gets some Broodlords, and hopes to win. And this is what's going on. And QXC, again, just might hit a timing and kill Golden if Golden doesn't get his units out in time. Or at least even deny a 4th expansion. Because if QXC can keep Golden on 3 bases, he's going to be in a great position. Units tab, 79 Marines, 7 tanks right now from QXC. Golden might even catch some siege tanks a little bit out of position or unsieged. But the Broodlords are out, and QXC knows, you got the Broodlords, man, I'm going to back out, okay? Just give me some time. Immediately, should start Viking production, actually might even just continue Marine production. That's not a lot of Broodlords, it's a good amount. It's about 5, or it is 5. But QXC should probably fall back here because I don't think this army composition can really do anything against Ling, Broodlord, Infester. Okay, there we go. So Vikings in production. QXC starting his 3 additional starports very, very nicely so far. Getting another command center, so we're going to see a 4th orbital command very soon here for QXC. And, I don't know, man. QXC is in a good position, but Golden's in a good position as well. If QXC can get some Vikings and maybe hit a timing or even just take that expansion here, there it is. Command center actually getting floated over there. But QXC is on creep and Golden might just engage into it. Scanning, going to try to eliminate some of these creep tumors. Yeah, did you guys hear the fire? Man, oh my god. The fire is just... Fire trucks are super loud. Plus my window's open because it's pretty hot, but... Sorry about that, guys. I'm okay, alright? I'm alive. I'm not going to the hospital because I'm casting StarCraft or anything. I'm doing fine. Anyway, back to the game. Golden, 190 supply. QXC, 157 supply. QXC's main composition, just siege tanks, just Marines. Does he have any Vikings? He did produce some Vikings. Only about 4 Vikings. Not really going to be enough against what Golden currently has. But he's making 5 additional ones, so he's not in a terrible position. Actually, he can even max out here very soon. But QXC playing it very smart. He's trying to find the best position to attack into the composition of Golden. He went towards the center of the watchtower, didn't find an angle, but looks like Golden might actually just catch so many siege tanks unsieged. This is so huge from Golden. Fungal's going off. QXC loses his whole army, and that's going to be GG. That's it. That's it. Like, that's it, guys? Like, QXC, okay, so QXC just needed to find an angle, and that's what he was doing. But he was on creep. Golden just immediately read it and saw the siege tanks unsieged and just went for it, and that's it. QXC knows when you lose that big of an army against a maxed Broodlord, Ling, and Fester composition, it's pretty much over, and that's exactly what happened. So we're tied 1-1, guys. And we're going to get into the next game here very shortly. It's going to be game number 3. Stay tuned. This is Promise. If you like my casting, please follow me on Twitter. I do appreciate any support. It is at Quantic Promise Also, check out cyber-sports.net. Check out my team, quanticgaming.com. Thanks to all the sponsors. And we're going to get into game number 3 in just a minute, guys. Stay tuned. This is the CSN All-Stars number 8. Game number 3 between Complexity QXC and Quantic Golden in just a minute.
You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Oh, by the way, the in-game overlay says my Twitter is at SC2Promise. That's actually wrong. And it does say Axel Toss as well. Alex is actually a really good friend of mine, currently casting for Root Gaming. You can follow, not at SC2Promise, but at Quantic Promise. Also, if you like Axel Toss, even though he's not casting, you can follow him. Just don't follow him because he's just a terrible person. I'm just kidding, he's a good guy. But yeah, it's actually at Quantic Promise, not at SC2Promise. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to get that in. Game number 3 is actually going to be on Entombed Valley, which is going to be QXC's map choice. And let's go ahead and host the map. Alright, guys. Score. Okay, I'm gonna read the chat. Score is tied 1-1. This guy's saying I'm a good analytical caster. Thank you very much. Fides02. This is a good amateur casting. Okay, thank you. I appreciate all the support, guys. And yeah, the score is 1-1. This is the best of 7. So first to 4 is gonna take home the money. It's tied 1-1. QXC won the first game. Golden won the second game. And let's just get into the next game, guys. Here it is, and it is in fact on the map Entombed Valley. Game number 3 between Complexity QXC fighting. Okay, there's some QXC fans in this chat. Alright, so let's introduce our players, guys. In the bottom left position, playing for the team Quantic Gaming. Good luck, have fun, Kevin. I love the fact that he says Kevin. Golden's like, honestly, okay. Before I introduce Golden is like the cutest Korean possible. He is just like, he's okay. If you ever meet him in real life, he's like this little guy who's super friendly and just says hi to everyone. When I first introduced myself, I was like, "Hey, Golden, I casted you in the All Stars." He's like, "Oh, nice meet you. You good caster." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, this guy isn't a jerk. He's a really nice guy. He's just small, really friendly, and I love talking to Golden and just casting his games. And the fact that he's like, "Good luck, have fun, Kevin." It's like he has a personal relationship or a personal friendship with QXC. I don't know, just something I wanted to note. But anyway, guys, in the bottom left position, playing for the team Quantic Gaming, we do have Golden as the red Zerg. And in the upper left, playing for the team Complexity, we do have our purple Terran player. He's going to be known as QXC. And Golden, very quick drone scout, sending it towards the right side. Or the right side meaning this is the right way to scout because he sees the base of QXC. And he's going for the 15 hatch. So, game number 1, game number 2, game number 3. This is what you do in ZVT. You just get your 15 hatch because it's a good build. And QXC going for 15cc again. Man, QXC. So this is his map choice. So, you know, not to take any credit away from Golden or QXC, he has to have some kind of strategy planned. Entombed Valley, very narrow map. The choke points are very small. Third expansion for the Terran player, pretty easy to take. Same exact thing from the Terran or from the